try to make it.
G'day folks, how you going? It's Sean from the Down Under Cruises. Welcome aboard to the 1st of June and Humpday 2022. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here, Michael Ann. Well, what can I say for you, young lady? You've made it. You've made it to the Crystal Cruises top 522 trillion points for onboard credit. Too bad the ship's not running. But welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Really good to see you. We've got Najuma. Welcome aboard, Najuma. Nice to have you here. It was great to see you the other day, and thank you for popping in. And folks, anybody who comes on in, it's a celebration day. Actually, it's a freezing day. Well, okay, let's start from the beginning. May 31st, we had P&O Cruises. Australia's P&O Australia had their flagship, the Pacific Explorer, come on in, do its stuff, and take a group of people out for the very first paying cruise out of Sydney, headed towards Brisbane. Today has been an awesome day and a bit of a celebration for that particular cruise. So that's hit our headlines. Yes, we're back cruising. So this is awesome. We've got Lorraine in as well. Welcome aboard, Lorraine. Nice to have you here. Hope you're feeling better. Hope your stint in hospital will be short-lived. But you come out healthy. That's the key thing. I am all rugged up because it is currently 10 degrees C, which is 10, 20, plus 30, 50 degrees, or just shy thereof. Last night we went down to 3. So 3, 6, and 36 degrees. So it was kind of like for freezing cold. And one of our issues was the heater at home decided it wanted to give up the ghost. So fortunately, we've got some a split system in the important rooms. Unfortunately, the studio does not have any heating, so I'm a bit on the cool side. Anyway, we will get there. Things will work out. Lorraine's saying that she's freezing too, but you're in Texas. I didn't know Texas had freezing, and you're in autumn, or is it? I mean, you're in spring, or is it summer? Doesn't Memorial Day celebrate summer? Anyway, good excuse to wear merch, good excuse to drink out of merch. So the good news is cruising is back in Australia. Now all the other cruise lines are hurriedly working their way down to sending their ships down here. So currently we know it's the blood thinners, I understand. Currently we are sitting with P&O Cruises, which have gone out today. I believe Princess has a ship on the way. I believe Carnival has one of their ships. There used to be 2 ships down here, one out of Sydney and one out home porting out of Brisbane. But I believe the one out of Sydney, which is the Splendor is coming back or on its way back, but there's one missing. So they're trying to figure out which one will actually come on down. Also, starting a little later on in the year, we believe, will be the new Virgin Voyages, the Reliance Lady, or Lady Reliance, or whichever word is. At any rate, we'll be getting one of the Virgin ships home porting here in Melbourne, which will be awesome. We've got Celebrity sending down a ship as well, and we've got Royal Caribbean sending down a ship. So looks like we've got some nice cruise ships coming down. And when they come, they will come. Now, back on the news front, we hear that Carnival Freedom, I think it is, had the fire in the funnel. Hopefully, that'll be sorted out fairly soon. I believe it's going to be repaired in the Bahamas at dry dock, so they'll be sorting that one out. We've got COVID ramping its ugly head again, or rearing its ugly head again. Don't know if you guys saw Don from Don's Travels out of Canada. Don, who's an avid cruiser, who wears his mask everywhere, has been diagnosed with the dreaded lurgy. So he has had it on a antigen and a PCR test. So, but that'll teach him to go to Europe, right? Again, we've got there's some claims that there are people who are going down hand over fist for this lovely virus. But let me say, folks, cruising is here to stay. There are way more people on land who are suffering from the lurgy than there are on cruise ships. And Australia is no different to everybody else. We have it here as well. So what I'm going to say is, you want to cruise, go ahead and do it. First of all, people say to me, why should I do this cruise thing? Why is it such a good thing? What's better? What's better? Doing this cruise thing or this land thing? And the problem is this: if you have a look at the way cruising works, you get onto a cruise ship, you unpack. It's your home for the next 7, 14, or however many days your cruise is. You go to bed, you wake up in a new place. All your accommodation is part of your fare. On the whole, all your food is taken up in the fare. Yes, there are some specialty restaurants, but essentially, if you didn't go to any of the specialty restaurants, if you had just meals in the main dining room or in the buffet, you would be covered for. That would be your food, and it would be adequate for you to eat. Mostly quite enjoyable. So the good news is that when you actually get on board cruise, you're also getting entertainment thrown in, good acts that are on the ship. So no matter what you do, where you go, you will have an awesome time, an awesome experience. And yes, it is relatively cheaper than if you were to fly to a location, pay for dinner, pay for accommodation, then go and pay back again for more travel to go somewhere else. Here you get on a cruise ship and it's all included in the cost. So to my way of reckoning, cruising is really the best way to go. And of course, we have our first cruise coming up in October. We are 135 days away from getting on to the Carnival Horizon. Hang on. You guys don't know how to use the letter H, because there is a word there. Herb is a herb. You pronounce it herb. Okay, Lorraine is making a comment that she'd rather get sick on board than in the blasted hospital. Yeah, I get it. Hospitals are not fun. In fact, if you want to get sick, go to a hospital. No, at the end of the day, you are in a good place because they're taking care of you. So, Lorraine, just stay put for a bit. We want you on the cruise, not sick. We want you on the cruise healthy. So please, do as you're told. Coming from me. Okay, continuing. We were looking at some land packages. Both Ilana and I want to go and do a whole lot of things. For example, one of the cruises that we did cost us a couple of grand. We went to New Zealand. We circumnavigated New Zealand. Okay, so if we were going to do the same trip on land, we would be paying for an airfare to get into New Zealand. So the airfare would be about $400 each. Then what we would be doing is the only way to really go and visit a place like New Zealand would be like going in a camper van or a motorhome and just driving around. And the average camper van goes out for about $3,000 for the 14 days. So $3,000 to $4,000, depending on which vehicle you get. $3,000 to $4,000 on a cruise. It's $3,000 to $4,000 for a camper van. Plus, you've got to buy your food, plus whatever other entertainment you go through. By my way of reckoning, for just over $2,000, you can get everything thrown in on a cruise, and you're getting a circumnavigation of a place. I kind of figure that's not a bad way to go. Seriously. Okay, Lorraine is saying that she's been trying to be a good girl. Lorraine, trying and being are three different things. Stop trying and just be, or else. And Michael is saying, hope you're feeling better. And yes, we do hope you are. We want you up and about. We want you see-through bikiniing with the rest of the girls, budgie smuggling with the rest of us guys. So we're going to have an absolute ball, and we want you healthy for it. Oh, it's so damn cold. I made this coffee really, really piping hot, and it's been sitting on the desk here for the last 5 minutes, and it is for freezing. It's getting cold real quick. So I don't have a microwave in the studio here to actually warm it up while we talk. But anyway, let's do what needs to be done. So Lorraine is thanking everyone for their thoughts. Tell you who else had a hard day today was Shelley from Shelley Elkins Ellsworth, Mummy Mozo. Apparently it was her wedding anniversary today. So she's had a tough day today. And we've been sending out our prayers to her as well. So we cannot wait. Look, to be honest with you, both Ilana and I were sitting down and talking. We seriously cannot wait to actually meet up with everybody in the chat on the group cruise or just before the group cruise and give you guys a big hug, because you know what? It's one thing meeting people and becoming great friends over this medium, but it's another thing when you meet people face to face. So we're definitely looking forward to catching up with all of you. Yes, what can I say? It's just going to be fun. And while we're talking about fun things and cruises and all that sort of stuff, let's just put on the reason why we're going where we're going and having fun. Yes, and as the credits roll, we can see that we're going to be enjoying an awesome time. Yes, I've hooded up because I'm for freezing. I'm going to be a soprano. You watch my voice by the end of today. By the end of the show, my voice will be up 3 octaves. It's bloody 10 degrees and 88% humidity. It's for freezing. All right. Good morning, Crystal, or good evening. Welcome aboard. Hope you've had a great weekend. And folks, just to say good day to all of those that have had the Memorial Day, we say thank you to those that have given of themselves, and thank you to those who are still serving. So, yes, Memorial Day. Remember those, lest we forget. No, thank you. All right, JNN, welcome aboard. John, 2016, my friend, and currently sitting on 10 degrees C. Feels like 10 degrees C. 10 degrees, 10, 20, 50 degrees, just short of. So it's freezing. We are sitting with 88% humidity, so we're looking forward to an extremely cool winter coming up. I think for the next week we're going no higher than about 12. 11 today, 12 tomorrow, then back down to 11, then 12, then yep. So we're sitting down in almost single digits, just the doubles, just the low end of the doubles, and so it's freezing. Oh well, it is what it is. You guys have had your cold days. It's time you get your warm, and you just keep the warmth there for us when we get there. In 135 days, we will be expecting to spend some time with you in short sleeves. So that'll be awesome. Then we'll bring some of you back down here, down under, so that you can enjoy a short sleeved New Year's Eve and Christmas time. Well, let's hope, right? Well, suffice it to say, you guys are all in. Hey, John, are you? This is early for you. Are you headed home shortly, or are you just up early because we're on? Be nice if you were on for other things. We've got Sharon in there. G'day, Sharon. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Also, it's a bit early for you, isn't it? Bit on the early side. At any rate, we're looking forward to some really fun times. So, yes, for those that have just popped in, our heating device last night at 1 a.m. decided to blow cold air and just did not blow any hot air at all, and burning smells. So thank goodness some of the other rooms have got a split system, which we're using in the other rooms, but the studio is actually freezing cold. I can feel every minute of those 10 degrees. My computer tells me that outside, well, earlier on this morning, my computer told me that outside temperature was 10 degrees and it felt like 7. Well, it felt every bit of that's less than 7. So that's freaking cold. John's in work for another 30 minutes, so that's awesome. You'll just sneak 30 minutes of us and then listen to us on the way home. Won't take you that long to get home, right? So, thinking about the finer things in cruising, we know that a couple of people have gone over to the Med, so that's going to be, they're enjoying their cruise time in the Med. I think Gordon and Alison from Let's Go Travel Tips, they are going around the Med. They were in Greece today, and they were talking about some other people they knew that were infected with the dreaded lurgy, but they were having an awesome time where they were. And at this particular point in time, those cruise ships that have not been doing their bit during the shutdown are now starting to feel their way in. So Carnival is fully has all its ships back in service, with the exception of the Freedom. Also, Royal Caribbean, I believe, has all its ships back in service. So that's awesome. I think Norwegian are coming up next, and then we'll see what's going on. But yes, cruising is back. People are back cruising. And we have sailed our first cruise out of Sydney yesterday afternoon. So there we go. Back on the high seas doing our stuff. So that's going to be awesome. Certainly, there've been a lot of people who have gone and said, you know what, we're going to take a cruise, and so they've jumped on. So they're having a ball, and yeah, it's going to be. I think things are back out there now. It's time to get on with it. Time to get on with it. By the way, Stream Elements is saying that if you want to assist, you can tip the Down Under Cruises using that link. The StreamYards link. Bear in mind, every time you tip us, that goes into funding somebody else that goes on a Helping Hands for Cruising accredited cruise. So right now, the Helping Hands for Cruising cruises that are accredited are the October cruise going from Miami down to the South Caribbean. There is a March cruise with Fantastic Studios, and that's going out of Tampa, going to the West Caribbean. And then we've got another one in September going out of Southampton and doing the Mediterranean. So, and that's run by Travel Tour Taste. So we've got 3 cruises currently booked. We're still waiting on itineraries for 2025, where we will be doing the January cruise. So what we are hoping is that in that January cruise, we're looking for somebody or people to come on into Sydney before New Year's Eve, come in and enjoy the New Year's Eve fireworks, and then jump on the cruise with us as soon as New Year's Eve is over, heading down out onto the either the South Pacific or New Zealand. There have been a couple of people who've said they wanted to go to New Zealand, another couple that have gone and said they want to go to South Pacific. So with the South Pacific, we would be taking in islands such as Fiji, New Caledonia, Vanuatu, and I think a couple of others, hopefully. So that's what we're looking at in terms of cruising. So there we go. And then we will have another Helping Hands for Cruising recipient on that particular cruise as well. So if we can get cruises happening fairly frequently, we will. If we can get people assisted, we will. We do have a cruiseathon coming up on the 17th and 18th of June. At that cruiseathon, we are looking for some helpers, but more importantly, we're looking for some funds to fill the coffers so that we can send more people onto those cruises. So please talk to your friends, Romans and countrymen, and get them to assist by joining in with the group, with the cruiseathon, and spending as much money as they possibly can on donations to the cruiseathon, and we will be having an awesome experience if we can do that, because then we will be able to get 2, 3, 4 people on a cruise if we can help that. Now, just for your info, we Helping Hands for Cruising does have a website. It is now you can get it on the W's Helping Hand, the number 4 Cruising, or is it the word FOR? I think it's the word FOR. Helping Hands for Cruising.org. If the FOR doesn't work, it's the number 4. Helping Hands for Cruising.org. There we go. That's going to be absolutely awesome. All right. Now, Crystal is saying, yep, that sounds like an amazing time for sure. And yes, we're headed down that direction. Everything should be on the up and up. Bloody hell, it's cold. Anyway, so here we go. So, folks, quick question. How many people have started packing for the cruise in 135 days? Am I the only idiot? I mean, the only person? Because Ilana gave me a brand new Ziploc bag. It's a little bit bigger than the older one I had, so she's kindly allowed me a little bit more room. So besides having my toothpaste, toothbrush, shaver, and shampoo, yeah, right. She's now given me room to put in a couple of other things in there. Um, Crystal is saying she just unpacked. Hang on a second. Why unpack when you've got a cruise happening fairly shortly? Um. Oh. So that was sorry. That wasn't Crystal. That was Sharon. Sharon had just unpacked. Well, Sharon, you've been on the cruise. You know what to take. So, come on, pack some more. Crystal is saying she started to gather some things, but haven't packed yet. Okay. So Sharon, I want to tell you, watching Gary do the belly flop. I mean, seriously. And my next question is, where the hell did he get the crowd? Was that Rent a Crowd that he had there, or did he? I mean, geez, everybody's busy going Gary, Gary. Wow, what an unbelievable video that was. But the one that takes the cake, Gary doing karaoke. Well, that was awesome. Watching him do that was awesome. Two great videos coming from Cruising Scene, folks. If you haven't seen them, you better jump on and do it. Watch them. They're going to be joining us on the group cruise. Um, so, what more can I say? I mean, the group cruise is coming up. We're going to be having loads of fun. There's going to be loads of things to do. And we're going to some unbelievable ports. Now, for those that are interested, we've got a excursion booked for Aruba. We've got the 10 best sites in Aruba. And then we've got another excursion in Bonaire where we're hiring a bunch of golf carts and having a go around the island of Bonaire. Now, what's interesting is, guess who's driving? I'll be one of the drivers, and I think that's going to be awesome because I will actually be able to teach the people of Bonaire how to drive on the correct side of the road. I mean, you guys drive on the right side of the road, but we drive on the correct. Let me shut up here because Crystal is saying that you can't wait to watch the onboard activities. Oh, and there's going to be a few. Let me say a few. Sharon is saying people got to know Gary from the karaoke. So he sang his 20 cents worth and everybody thought that he was a superhero, so they decided to razz him up for the belly flop. What a great way to go. I mean, I'm so looking forward to those activities as well, things that the cruise ship puts on. Maybe we will be able to entice a few people to do a few things and throw some money in the coffers while we're on the cruise. Not to take anything away from the St. Jude thing that they do. Yeah, we know he's not shy. I'm really proud to know somebody who can step out of his comfort zone like that. Me, I just do my little bit in the quiet. But then again, this medium is not very quiet, is it? Oh well, I won't win that one at all. In case you guys hadn't noticed, I won't win that one at all. The hairy chest contest, that is. You lose it from the head, it goes from everywhere else too. So, well, that's not true. Some people I know have got absolute forests there. I can't even spell the word forest, let alone have one. So, those of you that have got Down Under Cruiser merch, How are you enjoying the mugs and the shot glasses? I know there's a few that got bought out there, and I know that there are some T-shirts that are on order or are going. At least I know of one that was worn and bought, um, and that's the one that Dewey was wearing. But I was wondering from all the others that have got the Down Under Cruises merch, how you're enjoying it, and I hope you do enjoy it and spread the word. We would love to have heaps of people getting merch so that we can get some more people onto the Helping Hands for Cruising. Stream Elements is saying that Helping Hands for Cruising Facebook page, if you want to have a look, there's the link. Donate to help special needs people go on a cruise. Well, it's not only special needs, it's people who, for one reason or another, have not had the opportunity to go on a cruise, whether they be somebody who's in the wheelchair or whether they be the carer, and haven't had the luxury, like say maybe mom or dad who've been full-time caring for their young'un or their loved one and they just need a break. Sharon is saying that she loves the mug and shot glass. She uses them often. Well, that's awesome. Got to get some from you. See how that goes. That's awesome. Thank you very much. We really appreciate that. And all the people who are going on the group cruise as a recipient of Helping Hands would thank you too, because that's definitely the right way to go. So I'm going to just see if I can bring up a video, and I might go a bit, you might hear my voice, but I might get lost in the action, but here we go. I'm just going to bring up this video because this video says it all.
Have you ever dreamt about taking a cruise on one of them fancy boats, soaking up the beauty and the magic just to free your soul? And floating on the ocean, just a notion that seems out of reach. One thing on your bucket list is just to go and see the beach. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
You know you gotta do the things you've only dreamed about. Don't let anything stop you thinking you can't go all out. You can do the things you never thought were possible with Helping Hands to help you get there. Even oceans are no obstacle. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
So if you ever dreamed about taking a cruise in one of them big old boats, soaking up that sun, feel that breeze, yeah, there is still hope. Don't let the ocean be a notion that is out of reach. Let's get together, help each other, and go see the sea. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You've got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
What an awesome piece of music. And Stream Elements tells us that Helping Hands for Cruising theme was written by FatMat Adventures. And there's his link, folks. You can go and share him some love, and you will see that he would greatly appreciate it. After all, he and his lovely wife, Amy, put that piece of music together, and it is absolutely awesome. I was hoping they would come on the cruise, but it doesn't seem like they will be able to, unfortunately. Any rate, and really, people like Kenny are testament to what that's all about. Um, and so that'll just give you the ability to think, okay, let's jump on the cruiseathon. Let's get some more funds into the coffers. Let's get some more people coming up and enjoying the group cruise with us. You know, it takes all types. It's not hard to be nice. It's not hard to give a few words of encouragement, and it's not hard to, be humble and make people feel important. Um, I'm making these comments because this week has been a week filled with high emotions and low emotions, purely because we think about the kids that were shot up at the school, and to what end, and then we think about Memorial Day, where young boys, 18, 19, 20, 21, cut down in the prime of their life, protecting our rights, our lifestyle, and our way of living. So, at the end of the day, folks, it's not hard to say to somebody, hey, are you okay? Can we help? Can we do things? Can we assist? I was having a rather emotional week because on Tuesday I was not yet this week, but last week Tuesday, I had a couple of girls in my class who were from a child care centre, and we were teaching first aid. And one of the girls came up to me and she goes, "Before we get started, I just need to say a couple things to you." She told me her life story about how she had done CPR on her brother. And it was still a little bit raw. So now I had to carry her through doing CPR and making sure that her well-being was there. And so what I'm saying to you folks is, you never know what's around the corner. It doesn't take much to be nice. Let's find people who we can give a nice day to, a nice week to, a nice couple of weeks to, who would never ordinarily have had that opportunity. Let's get them onto a cruise. And that's where this Helping Hands for Cruising is such an important thing for me. And I know Ilana as well. So let's get some dollars in. Let's get more people coming up onto the group cruises that are in the future. Let's get more group cruises happening because we've got so much money. And those are the things that we'd be looking forward to very, very shortly. Just wondering if anybody else has got any other ideas about what they would like to be doing to assist in either on the group cruise or activities that they'd like to be doing when we go into port, as in excursions or whatever. Just opening it out to you folks. What do you reckon? How do you see yourselves on that group cruise? And if you've got the moment while you're busy typing away, hey, g'day, Nick. Welcome aboard, buddy. Have a very safe day at work today. And thanks for popping in. What I was going to say was we look forward to hearing from everybody as to the type of things that they'll be expecting, the activities that they'll be expecting themselves to be doing at the excursion. So, as I said before, for us, it's the 10 best things of Aruba. We're going to be doing the Bonaire golf cart, and I think the other, La Romana and Amber Cove, we're probably going to be taking care of what's actually in the port itself. So we'll see how we go with those. Nick, you just come back up from another train trip, I believe. Hope it was a great one. And how soon is it that you will be out of Minnesota? Oh, Crystal is saying she will be offering lotion on the Lido on the cruise in the morning and afternoon if people would love to join her on the ship. You know what? Crystal, lotion on the Lido while wearing the see-through bikini? I reckon that's going to be awesome. Wouldn't you? Okay. Sharon, the temperature here right now is, according to our systems, it is 10 degrees C. Feels like 9 degrees C. So, yeah, it's freaking cold. And we've got 88% humidity, which means we'll be expecting some rain filled with snow on the upper reaches later on this evening at some point. Yep, it's freaking freezing. Absolutely. Crystal. In Aruba, we're also doing the top 10 best of Aruba, and we're also going on the golf carts in Bonaire. Oh, cool. And I know that people like Dewey are going to be spending time on the cruise ship because he's been to those locations at least twice. Currently, he's in Germany. I don't know if you guys have been watching Dewey, but he's got his he's been feeding his face on all sorts of things. Man, there's a man I greatly admire and appreciate everything he does. He certainly has got a heart of gold, that man, and definitely is one to watch. If only he would take some of that footage that he's taking and put it into something that we can all watch, rather than just keep it on his camera or phone or wherever he's downloading it to. Yes. Well, come on. Now, we definitely cannot wait until we get to play in the sun with you guys down around Florida and the Caribbean. And yeah, it'll all be awesome. We shall all have fun. It's not long to go now. It's only 135 days to the cruise. 135 days to meeting Kenny. 135 days to meeting most of you that are coming on the cruise. So yeah, it's not that far away. So what does the week hold for the rest of you? Are you folks going to be working flat strap, or are some of you doing some other planning ideas that you will be sharing with us at some point? I know Crystal's got a bucket load of video that she took on her weekend away from Memorial Day or Memorial Weekend. So I know that there'll be a lot of video coming out of that one. I know that Meg has been doing some great videos. Did you guys see the cooking one that Meg did last day or two? That one was awesome. Guys should watch Meg. She is a creator, but she says she thinks she's a wannabe creator. She's not a wannabe. She is a creator. She does things well. Amy has been having some really good live streams going there, and especially that video on the pineapple. Now, I'm wondering whether that pineapple is actually going to make it on board ship. And Amy, if you're watching this on the replay, I'm wondering whether that pineapple will be right way up or upside down. Excuse me. Now, we know that all of you folks are getting yourselves ready. You've got your weeks ahead before the cruise, but we're 135 days away. interested to know, when are you folks coming into Miami? Because I know that we'll be in Miami a couple of days before the cruise. So we're just wondering when others are coming in, because for us, I mean, we're traveling so far, so that when we actually get into Fort Myers and Miami and Florida, we actually want to look at the place. So we'll be in Miami a couple of days before, doing some of the touristy stuff, and let's hope that everything goes well. We will catch up with a few of you while we're there, and we can all together do the touristy stuff around Miami. After that, after the group cruise, we'll be going into Tampa to spend a bit of time with Matt and Kimbra, and so we'll get a chance to have a look at places like Tampa, have a look at Tampa itself, and places like Clearwater. So we're looking forward to the opportunity to trip around. But just curious, when are you guys coming in, and when are you planning to leave? And then we might be able to actually catch up with some of you while we're there. So that's going to be awesome. I believe that we've currently got 21 cabins booked, and that means we've got around 55 to 60 people who are going to be on the group cruise with us, which is not a shabby amount. I believe that at the meetup prior to the group cruise, we will have roughly close to about 70 to 80 people there, because not everybody's going to be coming on the group cruise, but they do want to catch up with us and meet up with us at the meetup. So that's basically the numbers that I can see. If you're listening in and you're a creator, hashtag create. If you're a supporter, hashtag supporter. If you're a whatever else you want to put in there, hashtag whatever else you want to put in there. And anybody who sees a creator that they've never had the opportunity of going to watch, please go in and check them out. Check out their link, and you never know. You never know what could happen in a big city. Yeah, it is a big city. Anyway, I don't know about you guys, but I've been getting really excited. I've been watching some of the videos that are out there on YouTube about cove balconies, because we're in a cove balcony. We've been watching some of the other ones about the food on the horizon. Some of the other activities that are on the horizon. I believe we've got Cookie, who's going to be our cruise director there. So I think we're going to have an awesome amount of fun. Crystal's gone and said she's a creator supporter. Folks, if you really want to catch up on some really nice stuff there, please check out Destinations Delight, Crystal and the lovely Miss O. They do some amazing things, and there'll be more stuff coming out of Crystal fairly shortly. So that will be an awesome sight to see. Some really good videos. We actually went for a tour of a lighthouse near where she lives, which was awesome. It was a windy day, and I believe it was a cold day as well. But it was a great video, and some really interesting things coming up out of that channel. So, yep, folks, spread the word. Give us that creator sign or whatever. So now, one of the things that we're busy toying with, hopefully when we fly in, we'll be going from Melbourne. We're spending the night at the airport before we depart. We'll be flying out with Air New Zealand, going from Melbourne through to Auckland, and then an hour's layover, and then onto another flight out of Auckland on Air New Zealand into Houston. There's, I believe, a 4-hour or 5-hour layover there's a 5-hour layover in Houston before we catch a flight out from Houston into Fort Myers. Interestingly, it will appear to have been that we traveled 12 hours, but that 12 hours will be actually 19 in real flight. So there we go. John is saying that they are there vacuuming all around him and he can't hear a thing. John, take your fingers out of your ears and just listen to the. Get a set of headphones. You know, the wireless Wi-Fi or Bluetooth earphones. You'll hear a bucket load more. You don't have to listen to the vacuuming. What else do you need to listen there? Folks, if you want to actually get some really nice stuff too, you need to be actually watching J&N Travels. John and Nancy, they have, every time they have a stream, it's to do with some sort of informative thing, some information that they'll try and impart. I think John does a bucket load of research, but there we go. He does. I think the last one I was watching, I always managed to make it right in the tail end because by the time John gets his stuff done, it's like, forever. So there we go. It's and also I believe John's got to know he's got to meet his new Aussie family, a girl by the name of Sheila. Sharon is saying, I know John, and then 5 hours in Houston. Well, you know what? To be honest with you, that 5 hours we're hoping will go fairly quickly because we're hoping that when we land in Houston, we will, because we know that we'll need to come in, find our bags, which will take a bit of time, and then come in through customs. And then we're hoping to meet up with Sean and Casey from Sean and Casey Vacay Mode. So they're based in that area there. So we're looking forward to it. It's going to be awesome. So that's cool. Hey, Olivia, g'day. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you there, Miss O. And David Ornelis, there's a face I haven't seen for at least 4 days. How are you, Boyki? Nice to see you here. Nice to have you on board. G'day, Miss O. And there we go. So, Sharon is saying, oh, that'll be fun. It will be. So we'll be meeting up with Sean and Casey. That'll be really awesome. And then we will have a bit of time with them while we're at the airport. And then they'll actually kick us off onto the plane and make sure that it takes off with us because he doesn't want us to have us to be around in Houston all the time. So, yeah, no, I'm just kidding. It will be awesome to catch up with him. Other than that, folks, there's not a great deal of stuff that we can actually catch up with unless you people have got a few things. Let me see. Dave is saying, feeling better now he's watching this. Crowd. Oh, yeah, really. It is. It's a real crowd. Hey, Dave, I'll catch up with you on the phone because I need to talk to you a little later about some stuff. I've got an idea for you. It might help out. Okay, so what more can I say, folks? We're just so looking forward to catching up. We're just so looking forward to the commencement of the Helping Hands for Cruising for real when we actually get our first recipient on board. It will actually be, that first cruise will actually be a learning curve for us, for everybody involved, because it'll be the first time we've ever helped anybody who's not used to that sort of thing. But interestingly enough, this whole period will be a period of firsts. So it'll be a first for us coming to the US. It'll be a first for us going onto a Carnival cruise. We have Cruise Princess. It will be the first for us meeting all of you face to face. It will be the first time that Kenny's ever seen the ocean. It'll be the first time that Kenny's ever been on a ship. It'll be the first time that we've had Najuma on a ship. I think Michael Ann as well, and V. It'll be their first time on a ship. So there's a few people with some first times. There will be a couple of wedding anniversaries, and there will be a couple of birthday celebrations. So we've actually got a number of celebrations going on and a number of good things happening. We're going to have an absolute ball, you can tell. Yep, Dave, acknowledged. That's good. Stream Elements wants to say, excuse me, Stream Elements wants to say that we would like to thank all of you who have donated to Helping Hands for Cruising. Please continue to give so that we can have more recipients joining us on our next cruise. Crystal is saying it's her sister-in-law's. It'll be her first. Oh, that's awesome. That's right. We've got your sister-in-law. We've got Eric B. Eric Brown. It'll be his first cruise as well. Funny, I find that surprising because Eric is one of those guys that just travels everywhere. He's been all around. He's been overseas. He's been all around US. I think he's made it to every single state, bar 5, I think. But he'll correct me. So he's made it to all the states, and I find it hard to believe that he's actually never set foot on a cruise ship. So it's going to be we're definitely looking forward to it. It'll be the first time that we will have a chef's dinner on any cruise ship that we've been on. We're hoping that we will actually get to see the behind the scenes tour, so that'll be awesome. And if we can get the group cruise to do it, that will be even better. So there's a bucket load of activities that we're certainly looking forward to, that we hope can get that we can get done. That if it happens, it will be great. So there we go. Yes. So as we pop in almost to the top of the hour, I would like to thank all of those of you that have come on in. We are definitely looking forward to spending time with all of you. We will be running our show on Saturday. I'm not sure who we've got up yet that we're going to be getting to know. But having said that, folks, we're definitely looking forward to what's coming up this week. We know next week, not this week, but next week, we've got a special guest, and I'm not going to tell you who she is because you'll be very, very excited to meet up with her. But yes, next week, Friday night, on your side of the pond at 10 p.m., midday, our time, our side of the pond, will be our next session, our next live stream, and hopefully there might be some other things that Ilana will be doing in the middle. So, folks, have an awesome day. Got to find a slogan to use to end up, but have an awesome day, and we will look forward to catching up with you next time when we're on our live stream again. Take care, have a safe time, and enjoy cruising. Take care.